Hello everyone, welcome back to FairlyDeterminedFM with me. My name is Chris. I hope you're all doing well. We're currently in 6th in League 2. We were 12th, I think, at the end of last episode. If we have a look at the past positions. Oh, wait, did they fix this? Yes, they fixed it. Brilliant. Couldn't do that in the last one. It always errored for me, so that's good. Right, let's get rid of all these people now. Right, so yeah, we finished the last episode around here, I believe it was. I can't see our matches, though. Why can't I see our matches? What? No, it's broken again. You saw that. You saw that just work. You saw that just work. No. No. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, all right, fine. It's a beta. It's going to be buggy. Whatever. Though. Wait, we're doing some testing. We're doing some live testing here. No, you can't see it. You can't see it. It's buggy. It's fine. It's a beta. It's a beta. It's fine. It's buggy. Whatever. Yeah, we were around here at the end of last episode, and now we're up here. That's the important thing. It says we're in 4th. We're not in 4th. We're not in 4th. We're in 6th. What? It's buggy. It's a beta. It's a beta. It's buggy. Whatever. I'm not going to get hung up on it. I'm not going to get hung up on that and the fact that past maps and the visualizations and the touchline tab change from highlight to highlight, let alone game to game. I'm not going to mention it. Not going to mention it. Schedule-wise, we've played pretty well. We beat POW FC. We got a 0-0 draw with Bordeaux, and considering they got relegated with us last season, I think that's pretty good, really, that, they're at our level. Beat Guingamp 2-0, a 1-0 win against Grenoble, and then a really poor 0-0 draw just now with FC SM. We had 8 shots, none of them on target. It was really rubbish. We were going to play Paris and Amiens. What we're actually going to be doing is just playing Paris because I wanted to try something out that RDF was talking about on Twitter yesterday, where he was advising and recommending that people watch the highlights, or some of the highlights, of their next opponent's last game. So I've never really done that in terms of like opposition scouting before. I've checked average positions over the last 5 games, and I've checked the past maps for the last couple of games and all that sort of stuff, just to get an idea of roughly how they play. But it never really occurred to me to actually watch some highlights of the team that we're going to be playing. So we're going to do that. The original plan was to look at the squad planner, but we're not actually, this is the beta save. We're not actually going to be here long enough to plan a squad. So I'll figure out a bugger that. So here we go. Paris FC. This is their last game. They lined up against VAFC. They won it. They drew 1-1. They only had 1 shot on target, and it was their goal. Shared possession, passes complete were a bit average. Same amount of, wow, they were really evenly matched, weren't they? Blimey. It looks like they're quite compact. They're quite narrow. They're not really pushing forward. The central midfielder is very, very close to the attacking midfielder in the centre there. Yeah, they're quite... A lot of the play from them was in sort of the middle part of their half. Big old defensive line. Gap there between the keeper as well. Okay. So because they're quite narrow, I think we could probably try and play quite wide, try and stretch, make use of the space that they're giving up on the wings. Could try that. It feels like if we go back real quick and have a look at... Yeah, Cabal was the guy who scored. He's also their attacking midfielder. So Bernauer, Cabal, I feel like we should be putting players specifically on them. So maybe our central midfielder on support can be marking Bernauer, and our defensive midfielder, our ball winner, can be marking Cabal. So that's something else. Gory, what a great name. We've got 6.4 though. Not so good. Not so good. Let's have a look at their movement. So there's lots of dribbles. Who's dribbling? Number 7's doing a lot of dribbling. Cabal, not so much. Couple of dribbles. Number 21, who is their winger. It doesn't look like the defenders get. If we bung on average position along with this. So 31 is their right back. And it doesn't look like their defence gets past the halfway line at all. Movement map. Oh, hello. That's cool. Oh, I like that. Has that always been in there? Oh. I don't know what to make of it, but it looks really cool. Where's he going? Where is number 7 going? He's going all over the place. All right, fine. I'm going to turn that off. That was weird. I need to look into that a little bit more. Okay, yeah. So it looks to me, based on... If we just go back to the average positions, the defence don't really move, do they? If his average position overall, the defensive backline average positions is like this, then yeah, they're not really moving. This guy's pushed forward quite a lot. So I think Gory starts the game, and then Guliavugi finishes it, but they're pushed forward higher than anyone else in the team. Like even the left hand side doesn't really press up too much. So it looks like we could probably try and isolate Samir Chagui, who had a 6.4 in his last game as well. So we could possibly, with our complete wing back on support and our inside forwards, maybe we could potentially overload this guy by, obviously I think the complete wing back is going to overlap anyway, but if we focus play down the left hand side and overlapped as well, it will really double up because this guy's not going to be helping. These aren't going to be helping out defensively, right? So that seems like a thing we can do. Let's have a little look at some set pieces, shall we? And see what they do for their set pieces. Let's have a look at their corners. With their corners, I want to see if anyone's like, I want to see how many players they've got back, really. Because if they've only got one back, then we could leave two up top, which would force them to make a change. But yeah, look, one back, and it's that wing back. It's the 6.4 wing back. So we could also do that. We could leave two players up top. Let's have a look at the goal. Right, hang on, where's Cabal? We'll mark Cabal here. Right, so there's Cabal. So this is what they look like in an attacking sense. Nobody back in their own half. Really tight. Again, quite narrow. Really quite narrow. Okay, right, so Lafort. Through ball. No one's picking up Cabal. Right, yeah, so we need to mark Cabal. Lafort was probably afforded a little bit too much time there. So we could possibly mark Lafort as well. We want, I think, we want to focus play down the left and we want to overlap. We want to really like force the issue, try and isolate their right back because he was on his own because their number 7 or 21, whoever it was pushing up the pitch. Now, because we've got a complete wing back and inside forward on attack, that does mean that our side is going to be quite open. So what I might do, yeah, I've already done it apparently. I must have set that ages ago. We'll have him as on stay wider. Although if he's an inside forward and he looks like he was, maybe don't want that because he's going to come inside anyway. Because they play him quite narrow and he seemed like he was cutting in, we should show him, whoever it is, onto his weaker foot. Not his weaker foot, whatever side it was that he's not on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, so he's right-footed. So we want to put him on. We want to show him onto his left for sure. I think we want to widen it as well. But to do that, we're going to have to make us passing short a little bit standard and then maybe bring up the tempo ever so slightly. Right. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to leave it like that. I've already picked a team. Real quick, let me show you Limnios. We brought him in on loan from FC Köln. I needed another winger, basically. I wanted another winger around the place. So he's come in. He's already scored. He came in and scored in his debut. The game's 7 days away. I'm going to jump ahead and I'll see you there. Yeah, so it looks like the same lineup. All right, so we're going to have Jimmy in the middle is going to mark Cabal very tightly. So we're going to try and shut down Cabal entirely. We don't want him getting hold of the ball. This guy, Gavuli, his strongest foot is his right, so we're going to show him onto his left foot. Right, I think to start with, that's all we're going to do. We are going to go positive. Palencia, I've set as a wing back on defend because Lobbery is going to be bombing up here. So I don't want I don't want to leave too big of a gap here, basically. So Palencia on a wing back as a defend means he'll sort of occupy this general space. So when Wodji and Lobbery are moving around in here, Palencia will be covering this space along with the ball-winning midfielder. That's what I want. Right. Let's see if the last 21 minutes of recording time, this probably won't be 21 minutes episode length, but let's see if the last 21 minutes of me waffling on and trying to interpret tactics has actually done anything at all. Or was that just a massive waste of time? So I've changed it to extended highlights because I want to see a little bit more of the game. I want to see if the changes we've made are actually making any difference. And thank you to Steve in my comments who let me know that Saint-Etienne also had a 4-game stadium ban, presumably because of the kerfuffle at the end of last season. Right, first highlight goes their way. Chogui's got the ball, but Kafara's nicked in and stolen it. Bombing forwards, goes back to Monconduit. Monconduit with a shot. Filipovic with a save. Corner. Oh, I didn't change the corners. Gabriel Silva is over this one. Swings it in. It's cleared away. Gory. We've got 4 players back at corners. That seems excessive. Very, very excessive. Monconduit nicks the ball. Lays it in field to Gabriel Silva. Gabriel Silva in that complete wing-back role gives it to Jimmy. Abbey. Wodji is definitely offside here. Good shot. Oh, it wasn't offside. Blimey. Is the highlight going to continue? Right, let's change the corners because they only leave 1 back. Oh, my camera's gone off. Why has my camera gone off? 2 secs. Oh, bollocks. Arse. That was stupid. Hey, I'm back. So, I'd unplugged the AC bit, basically. What the hell was I doing? Corners. Yeah, I'd unplugged the power thing, and of course, without any power, it ran out of battery, didn't it? Why have I got 4 players standing back? That's stupid. Get up there. Stay back if necessary. AML is the taker. Stay back if necessary. No, get forward. Go forward. Go forward. And then defending, we don't need everyone back as well. Defending, we'll leave one man forward, and then we'll have a one man lurking on the edge of the area. Yeah. Or two men forward. No, let's have two men forward. Let's have two up top. So if they get a corner, we can get him on the counter. So I think it's okay. Gabriel Silva throws it into Mon Conduit. Petro. So we can have a look. So I think I was right here in that he's definitely the more attacking player for sure. Is this Mon Conduit? Mon Conduit is staying pretty close to Cabal. Jimmy doesn't really need to be marking him at the moment because we're in a defensive pattern. I think it's going quite well, and I was right that they are playing quite narrow, so going wide is pretty good. Abbey is in the box here. Takes a shot. It's in. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Charles Abbey with his 6th goal of the season. Sort of the sting out of that by pausing, didn't I? And then rabbiting terribly about tactics. Petro plays it forward to Gabriel Silva. Gabriel Silva finds Abbey in the box. Abbey is really good at scoring from these stupidly tight angles. The keeper there, I don't know what he's done. He's turned around and sat on his arse for some reason. They made a big thing of new keeper animations, and if that's one of them, then good. That goal sees us up into 5th, by the way. Cabal is not having a very good game at all. Victor Lobry, I'm not taking him off. We have 4 shots, 4 on target. Most of the ball, most passes completed. They haven't really done anything so far. They haven't really troubled us at all. Yeah, I mean, look, you can see just how far up we're pushed and just how far back they're pushed as well. They're still not really pushing anyone forward. In fact, you could argue, actually, that their left-hand side is a little bit more the threat on this occasion. But, yeah, they've really struggled, I think. Ilian Kebble only been able to receive the ball out wide. He's got it in the middle a couple of times, but he's definitely just more wide than I think he would like to be. So I feel like that's us. That feels like, anyway, that's us sort of forcing him into those situations where he's not being that effective. Don't even want to see a hint of complacency. Right, who's not playing particularly well? I think we're just going to leave everything as is for the second half and see what happens. Right, from the kickoff. So from the kickoff, yeah, Guliavogi has gone straight forward. He's sort of made that run and picked up that position. And so he's definitely the one to watch out for. And I think what we've done in saying, get in on his left foot, left side rather than his right side, was probably the right call. Wadji looks a bit tired. I might actually make a change here for Limnios. Mon Conduit looks a bit tired as well, so we'll put Maiga. We'll have Maiga go in. Cabal's on a 6.5. Guliavagi's on a 6.5. I like to think that's because of what we've done and not because they're just playing pretty poorly this game. That's what I like to think anyway. Free kick. Faro stands over it, swings it in, cleared away. Limnios picks up the rebound, or the loose ball rather. Maiga goes back to Jimmy. Jimmy finds Silva in a central position. Silva finds Cafaro. Faro's in. Oh, he scuffs it. Scuffs it wide. Could have been 2. Could and probably should have been 2. Cafaro on a 6.4 as well. He's not playing particularly well. Right. Gabriel Silva over this corner. Only got 2 back now, which makes much more sense. Thank you very much. Swings it in. It's cleared. Only as far as Maiga. Maiga finds Petro. Petro has a shot from miles away for some reason. But he won us a corner, so I'm not going to complain too much. Right. Cafaro over this corner. Swings it in. No one in the middle to pick it up. Maiga. Sal. Filipovic rather eventually picks the ball up. Right. 67 minutes. Might be time to make small changes. It might be time to just lower the mentality a little bit. Gabriel Silva will drop him back to a wing back on support. Lobry, Mazzala on support. And we'll stop sort of overplaying and focusing down on the left. We'll just slow things down a little bit. We've only got the 1 goal, but they're probably going to start pressing for it soon. So, yeah, we don't want to be caught out. Pincer's going to come on for Cafaro. And I think that's probably it for now. 20-odd minutes to go of the game. We've had most of it in our favour. Perfectly primed for them to completely bugger us over in the last 20 minutes, isn't it? Right. Gory has found himself quite high up the pitch. Swings it in. Hemmel saved. Well, not saved. Off the post, rather. There's a bit of danger there. Little bit of danger, but not too much. The highlight again. Silva clears it away. We are still on extended, by the way. Don't forget. So some of these we wouldn't even see in key highlights. Chagui makes a run down the right side. Swings the ball in, and it's cleared away. Limnios now on the break. See, they're leaving so many players back. Abbey, oh, brilliant stuff from Abbey. Controls it, takes it into the penalty area, gets it into Maiga. Maiga scuffs it. Sky high, that was terrible. We have been in absolute control of this game. I'm going to take credit I'm going to take credit for Cabal being terrible. They've switched them out to the right now. It's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, I'm going to take credit for that. I think our tactical little tactical sort of snooping, scouting the opposition has done wonders for us here. Our defence, look at it, brilliant defensively today. Rest of the pitch, not quite so much. Our lack of shots on target is still a concern for me, but it's not too bad, really. You know, XG of 1.31, we've got 1 goal. Hopefully you found that interesting. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed doing a little bit of scouting of my own, you know, not just relying on my assistant manager's scout report and all that sort of stuff, to find out where I think we could target the opposition and attempt to nullify their strongest players. So I'm going to keep doing that. Now, I'm aware that we're still in bloody October, and there's only 3 more episodes, I think, until the main game comes out. 4 more episodes until the main game comes out. And we've got a lot of season to get through. So I'm going to run through to January, and then we're going to come back for the first 2 games in January. We're going to come back for Stade Lavallois. Stade Lavallois? Yep. And Niort. We're going to come back for those 2 games. And I'll see you then for those 2 games. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Let me know what you thought down in the comments of the little tactical stuff. I'm really enjoying the tactical battles this year. I think it's really fun. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you soon for some more Saint-Etienne. Cheers. Bye.